Deep in an ancient forest where shadows whispered secrets to the moss, a young oak sapling stood trembling. It had sprouted in a hidden clearing, fed by dew and the quiet gifts of soil, but lately it felt a shadow growing, not from the tall elders around it, but from within. The wind brought tales of mighty trees felled by storms, and the sapling wondered if its roots were deep enough to hold against the coming trials. Every rustle of leaves seemed to carry a hidden challenge, as if the forest itself was holding its breath, waiting to see what this small tree would become. The sapling dreamed of reaching the sky like the grand oaks that lined the clearing's edge. It stretched its tender branches toward the sun each dawn, drawing strength from light that filtered through the canopy. Yet doubt clung like morning mist. Its trunk was thin, its bark untested, and the ground beneath shifted with every rain. The forest taught survival through stillness, roots gripping earth, branches swaying without breaking. But the sapling longed for more. It envied the swift-growing vines that climbed others' heights and the birds that danced on fleeting winds. In the quiet nights, it felt the pull of something deeper, a question rooted in the soil. How does one grow tall when the world bends you low? One twilight, a fierce gale swept through the forest, bending the elders and scattering leaves like forgotten promises. The sapling braced, its roots straining against the churned earth. As the wind howled, a massive branch from an old oak crashed down, pinning the sapling to the ground. Pain shot through its core, but it did not snap. Instead, it listened to the earth's steady pulse beneath, feeling the soil shift and settle around its roots. The branch became a weight, not just a burden, a teacher forcing the sapling to push deeper, to seek new angles of light. Days turned to weeks, and the sapling's struggle deepened. Rain soaked the fallen branch, sprouting moss that softened its edges. The sapling twisted slowly, not in rebellion, but in adaptation. Its trunk curving around the obstacle, branches reaching sideways then up. It learned the forest's hidden rhythm. Growth comes not in straight lines, but in the patient bend that finds new strength. Birds perched on the branch now, dropping seeds that took root nearby, turning the sapling's trial into a small haven. The weight that once threatened to break it now anchored it, drawing nourishment from the very thing that held it down. When the next storm came, fiercer than the first, the sapling stood transformed. Its roots had delved twice as deep, its trunk thickened with quiet resolve. The wind tore at the elders, but the sapling swayed, the branch a steady brace against the fury. It did not topple. It held, offering shelter to smaller plants huddled in its shadow. The forest awoke to a new presence, not the tallest tree, but one woven into the clearing's heart, its branches a bridge between earth and sky. As seasons wove their tapestry, the sapling grew into a sturdy oak, its form marked by the curve of that long-ago branch. It no longer chased the straight path of its dreams, but embraced the one carved by trial. Birds nested in its crook, vines climbed its welcoming sides, and the clearing bloomed richer for its presence. The oak understood that true height is measured not by reaching alone, but by rooting deep enough to weather the bend, and in doing so, to lift others along the way. In the hush of evening, when fireflies lit the moss like stars fallen to earth, the oak stood as a quiet witness. Its leaves rustled a soft song to the wind, a melody of endurance born from stillness and subtle shift.